I'd like to introduce the head table. On my left, we have Jan, my wife. And then our guest speaker tonight, John Fuller. And then on my right is our Vice President, Teresa Conklin. Some of you might not know Teresa. She's not a real newbie to our country. She is related to the Berry families. Okay? And then Gerald and Mary Stewart. But Jan has everybody's aware of Baxter Black. Did anybody by chance get to see Baxter when he was in Lakeview a while back? Oh, Janice has found one of his short stories and she just fell in love with it. You're going to have to put up with her. Here she is.
Okay, before I get into the little ditty, I want to make everybody aware, if you look at your program, it tells who we are, what we are, where we meet, and when we meet, and even when we don't meet. So be aware of that. On the back is our officers and our board members, and then also the announcement about the historic village yard sale, which is held every year at the fairgrounds at the historic village on June 6th of this year. So you don't want to miss that. And that's from 9 to 12. Okay. This is called Hurricane Charlotte. And it's by Baxter Black. Every now and then, a fellow has a weekend that's hard to forget. I had one years ago on a beautiful ranch in Southern California. It was one of those trail rides you read about in Western Horse magazine. There were about 200 head of assorted real estate agents, bankers, insurance men, judges, lawyers, doctors, and a handful of token cowboys to catch runaway horses, sing up campfire ditties, and add color to the project. It's kind of a boys' camp for big boys. Now, I'm here to tell you, these fellows do it up right. It's catered by a famous cook. None of this old salt pork and beans, no sir. Chalupas and tacos made from homemade tortillas, crab legs, barbecue steaks, lobster meat, and chicken wings. Mariachi and bluegrass music filled the air every time the ride stopped for refreshments. I planned on sleeping in the big tent, but I heard some of the celebrants around the campfire making plans to set the tent afire. I drug my bedroll out into the grass. I woke up at 5 to the sound of Under the Double Eagle, played by a marching band, complete with a bass drum marching through camp. This is at 5 a.m. At noon, they entered me in a horse race. They said I won. I was just about to fall asleep on my feet when they brought out the mud wrestlers. Harley said we better stay. Now, I'd never heard of this mud wrestling, but it's where two opponents get out in this mud arena and wrestle. In this case, it was two ladies who appeared to me to be professionals. There was some debate over who won, but then the mud wrestling ringmaster announced that he's got a mud wrestle who will wrestle anybody in the crowd. To make it interesting, they auctioned off the right to choose the opponent. An ex-friend of mine bought the rights and selected me to represent the boys' club. Two big old boys caught me halfway to the car, helped me change into mud wrestling costume furnished by the management. It was a little muddy bathing suit. They drug me back into the arena by my hind legs. It was like those old movies where they're having a boxing match or a dog fight. All these fellows hovering around in a circle, waving cigars and $5 bills. I was just getting set to make my move and faint when this lady walks up, puts her chin on the top of my head. I looked her right in the neck and said, "Ma'am, what's your name?" She said, "Hurricane Charlotte." I didn't ask any more questions. The next 15 minutes was like being in the clothes dryer with an anvil and 50 pounds of horseshoes. Every time I'd look, another part of her was descending on me. I remember them dragging me to the shower afterwards. They said I did good. I only got pinned 5 times.
The only thing I would tell you tonight is something that you may already know that we have going in this community. And since 2004, we've had a collection of comfort items for the veterans over in White City. And one year, all the donations that we had collected was like $7,000 worth. They always send us thank you notes. The comfort items are things that the government does not furnish to the veterans over there. Things, toiletries, good used clothing, something that you would take to the dump or a yard sale, and magazines, books, phone cards, all kinds of things. Anything without any alcohol in it. That's the only thing you have to watch. Mr. Beeson has said that he would, when he got finished with the Honkers renovation there, that the box that's been in Honkers for a long time would still be around there. I don't know exactly where, but it will still be there as a collector. If you have things that you want to donate to the veterans over there in White City, you will be able to do that at the Honkers, the former Honkers, or you can bring them out to my house, leave them on my front porch, give me a call beforehand and make sure that I'm home. And it's 18531 Roberta Road. That's where I live. Are there any questions? Anyway, I think our community should be proud of this project that's still going after 11 years. The DAR is the one that started that, and the VFW now, when they make their fairly frequent visits over there at White City, now they take the boxes. They have to be categorized men's. They're not taking very many women's things right now. But last time that I sent boxes over there were 11 beautifully quilted quilts, twin size, from the First Baptist Church ladies. And it was great. And they sent a special thank you for that. So anyhow, if you have clothes or you want to donate to White City veterans, just know that there is a place where you can do that. Thank you.
You're gonna find out what kind of guy we got that came to Lakeview this evening. He has been a busy fella. I'm not even gonna try to read it to you.
Well, I wrote it, so I know it's all lies. Oh, no, it's maybe sometime in the future.
I got pretty good.
On some of the.
You get to open this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's modern art. This side I use as a blackboard.
You gotta turn it on now.
Oh, wow.
You look at it like a deal. You turn that little switch on down at the bottom.
There. I want to see it first.
Oh, you can see the sunset.
The sunset.
Oh, my goodness.
Look around at distance there. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
See, at night, I'll put this as a night light there. Like cats are going nuts. Very nice. Thank
People like
very
you
much.
are hard to buy gifts.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Anyway, that concludes our program. Everybody have a wonderful summer.